What is up, everybody on YouTube? Your boy, the Memphis XLRA, coming at you with Lucky Draws, the show where we take a look at whatever deck I feel like playing, and we have ourselves good fun times. We're playing ourselves a good old-fashioned Harpy deck, which is all about swarming, popping, spell traps, etc., etc. A few new tech cards like the Apex Avion. Most importantly, we're trying out the new Synchro Scratch Clash, which is it's a nice monster. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's serviceable. It's a serviceable monster. And like I said, we're going to be having ourselves a good fun time, popping spells, beating down things, Phalanx Pike aplenty. And let's just go ahead and get started and see what we get today. Alrighty, first opponent. Harpies. You can go first or second with Harpies. Really depends on the hand you get. This is an alright sort of hand. You know, I've got my hysteric sign, searches out my elegant egotist. Very nice. So what we're going to do, start out with Harpy Harpist. This guy normal summoned, I could bounce some things. I say guy, they're all ladies. Everything in the deck's a lady. But more importantly, we got Elegant Egotist. All the Harpies count as Harpy Lady on field or engraved. So you can take this and summon out a Harpy. Unfortunately, you can only summon Cyber Harpy with this, but, you know, this and that. It's something, live with it. So now what we're going to do is, let me think about that. Let's go for Harpy's Conductor. Get rid of these two. Be like, hello, I'm Harpy's Conductor. This is our nice little link monster that pops stuff and allows us to protect our Harpy. So we'll end our turn. Harpist will go off searching another Harpy. And we want Chandler. Chandler, one of the most powerful Harpies. I can ditch a Harpy to summon a Harpy. So now it's our opponent's turn. We'll see what he's got. Me, I've got Hysteric Sun. We're up against Blue Peeps, Whitey Dragons. A deck that will never apparently die because I keep running into it. I don't know what it is, but I keep running into it. Alright, so you're going to pop my set card. Well, I might as well play this. I don't have a reason not to do that. Sorry, Hysteric Sign, it's not you, it's me. I'd like to get these back so that they can benefit me. So I'll summon these back. This will get destroyed. And I can use Harpy Conductor to pop Hysteric Sign instead of losing my Harpies. Very nice. And you might think, well, Memphis, why would you do that? Well, there's a good reason. Hysteric Sign here, if it's destroyed, I can add up to 3 Harpy cards with different names from my deck to my hand during the end phase. But I can't do it the same turn that I use the first effect. So now I'm just going to get all those pluses in a minute. And what do I have? I have Conductor and 2 monsters. That's pretty neat. Harpy Harpist is here. If it leaves field, of course, I'm going to get more stuff. And that's key. So, what is my opponent up to? So far, he hasn't done much. Honestly, this looks like Necro's deck. Because he's the only person I know who would be playing it like this. Although, this guy seems to be dumping more than 1 card off of Shrine, so it can't be him. Because he never plays Shrine right. Alright. More Blue Peeps, Whitey Dragons. He has at least 2 of those. And he keeps dumping them. Let's see. Dragon's Mirror, perhaps. Perhaps, indeed. So sadly, I can't use the effect of Conductor again to protect myself, but I don't think my opponent's got much, so we should be good. Next turn should lead to Big OTK if I'm lucky about it. I mean, granted, I have to go up against Blue Eyes, but... oh, it's just Deep Eyes. Let's see. Add Ritual Spell or Poly. Okay. This will at least tell us what sort of Blue Eyes deck this is. I'm going to guess it's Ritual Blue Eyes, because he didn't go for Big Fusion. No? Alright, that'll work. Alright, let's go ahead and use Hysterical Sign. Add ourselves some Harpy cards. Let's see here. What do we want? Let's get Harpy's Featherstorm to negate stuff. Let's get a Harpist, so we can discard it with Chandler, and... see, I normally go for Harpy's Hunting Ground, but I don't need that. Let's go for Queen. I can discard Queen to get Field Spell. Alrighty. Oh, and another Harpy Storm. Or Heavy Storm. Harpy's Featherstorm. This is a very nice card. I can play it from my hand if I have a Harpy. And this will stop all my opponent's monster effects for a turn. So what I'm going to do is... let's right away go for the new Synchro monster. I can summon this without a tuner if I'm using Harpies. I can treat a non-tuner Harpy as a tuner. So let's go ahead, summon this out. Scratch Clash, and then we're gonna go for our Channeler. As I stated, Channeler, I can ditch a Harpy card, we'll check another Harpist. Not yet. And then I get to summon Pet Baby Dragon. Although this is just regular dragon, you know what I mean. So now I've got this out, and since I have it out, my Channeler becomes level 7. So now I'm going to make Dracosack, because I can. There you go. Let's go ahead and summon out some tokens. Attaching Channeler. There you go. We'll summon out a token. Summon out another token. And then we'll go ahead and pop that dragon. I don't want Puff the Magic Dragon on my board. Oh? You got something for me? Go ahead, do it. I'm going to have my trap card. She's probably going to drop deep blue eyes on me, and I'm going to be like, no. There shall be none of that nonsense. And since a spell trap was played, Scratch Clash lets me bounce a card. So there we go. We're going to bounce whatever this is, and do more damage. So now no monster effects for a turn. Let's go ahead and battle with our Harpies. We can't attack with Dracosack, sadly. But you know, we're going to do plenty of damage anyway. So now the question is, what opponent do? And I think we'll be good right there. I mean, I could go for... could go for Apex Avian. You know what? Let's do that. And finish. Go for Apex Avian just because we can. We don't really need it, but I want to show off the fact that I can do it. So, where's that big old bird? There's that big old bird. There he is. This guy's definitely getting banned or something in the future. So, let's go ahead, search out a card with Harpist. Probably grab another Channeler, because that's the best one. And it should be good. I really don't think he's going to be getting over this. I mean, I've got a bounce, a negate. This guy prevents this and this from being targeted by stuff. And what's he doing? Okay. We'll allow that one. That's fine. Don't really care about that one. I mean, he's going to be summoning out that Blue Peeps Dragon Boy. Alternate White Boy Dragon, he says. Alright, please try to use the effect. I would appreciate that. Please do it. I've got another Heavy Storm in my hand. There you go. I'm going to keep calling this Heavy Storm until the day I die, but you know what? It's fine. So we've got Harpy's Feather Storm once again, negating my opponent's monster effects. And this will allow me to bounce with Scratch Clash. That's a nice little thing I've... Oh. I see. Well, that doesn't actually help you, my friend, but good effort on your part. Good effort, Mystic Space Typhoon. You know, that negates. But no, it actually doesn't. So, is this Necro? I swear, I think it is. But at the same time, it isn't. But at the same time, it is. It's the same play style. He's the only person I know who plays Mystic Space Typhoon nowadays, so who knows? Who knows indeed. I think he's going to try for Dragon's Mirror now, though. I'm thinking Dragon's Mirror is on the horizon. Because that would be... Does he have 3 blue eyes? No, he does not. And he surrenders. Well, that's a sad thing. I was hoping to beat it, or my opponent to beat him, but there you go. Harpies, like I said, we're all about swarming a little bit and setting up some big dudes and some bigger ladies. And we're having ourselves a good time. So, good first duel. Let's go for duel number 2. See if we can keep it up. Alrighty, second opponent. We're up against Leonardo, leader of the Ninja Turtles. And like I said, you can go first or second with Harpies. We're kind of a go second deck in general, though, because, you know, we have the ability to just nuke spell traps. So, honestly, we can do just fine here. And in case of big board, I do have the Dark Ruler is no more. A card I only play in case we're going second against big boards in general. So, we'll see. We're up against DDDs. They do not like their spell traps nuked. That is for sure. So, should be good in that respect. Yep, I got a pretty decent hand here. And I got Phalanx Pike. Nice little tech card. Equip monster gets 900 attack for every card in the grave that has the same name that it does. And so, since Harpies all have the same names in the grave, you can make a Harpy really, really big, depending on how late into game it is. Alright, Dark Contact with the Entities, which sadly is not Outer Entity support, I'll tell you. I'd like to see if Outer Entities could actually become a thing. You know, I mean, Norden's gone, Azathoth is gone. Now is the time to give them their own gosh darn archetype. Alright, so what do these do? I don't think they do much. I think it's mostly just like, meh. So I'm just gonna start with Hysterical Sign, get myself my thing. Let's go ahead and use Harpy Queen. Harpy Queen. And let's see here. Yep, let's go ahead, go for Harpy Channel. And I forgot to use my field spell. I am a dum-dum. It's fine. I can still pop most of his spell traps anyway. Let's go ahead, ditch Harpy Channeler. And we'll go for Harpist in this situation. Because I'd like to just pop all of his spell traps, if you know what I mean. Let's get rid of the Dark Contract of Gate. That's his dang old searcher. Let's go for our Elegant Egotist. Bring out Cyber Happy. Pop another spell trap. Let's get rid of this one, because this lets him fuse. This one, I don't care about as much. And he's going to take a heck of a lot of damage from that staying on the field. Although, I'm probably just going to nuke it anyway, because obviously, going for Scratch Cash. And let's go ahead, use these two. Summon out dang old Scratch. And then pop this. I'm denying my opponent from getting damage, and I forgot to bounce a card, but that's fine, because Phalanx Pike. Let's go ahead and Phalanx Pike, and bounce his Arc. Because the Arc is bigger. There you go. So now my Scratch class, 6,400. And that's going to allow me to do a heck of a lot of damage. Man, I should have left that Dark Contract on the board. He would have lost from his own effect. Oh, well. Oh, well, indeed. I mean, he gets to target a Dark Contract and get it back. So obviously he's going to get that one back. But whatever. Doesn't matter. If he decides to play any more spell trips, he's going to be losing some spells, if you know what I mean. So now we've done ourselves a good amount of damage. I guess it's good that I didn't get rid of that after all. I think I'm good. My monster's 6,400. And I'm adding more Harpies. So, let's see here. Let's get Perfumer. This card, when it's summoned, I get to add a spell trap that lists Harpy Lady's sisters in its text. So basically, it's a searcher for Elegant Egotist on top of Hysteric Sign. You always want to get Elegant Egotist. It's very important. Alright, Dark Contract with the Gate. Very good, very good. Target a monster. Yeah. Yeah, you can also bounce your own Harpies with this effect. Don't ask why, but it's somewhat useful if you got, like, Harpies Hunting Ground, or you want to save your Harpies from, like, crackdowns and things like that. So, alright, what did he add? The new Edo Pro does not let you see as much. Savant Newton. Okay. Target a DD or Dark Contract in the graveyard, add to hand. And my opponent rage quit on me. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. I thought DDDs were good, but apparently not. So, there's a second duel. Admittedly, my opponent rage quit before we got to see who was going to win the duel, but such is how it is sometimes. So let's go for duel 3, see if we can find an opponent with more spine to them than DDD players. Alrighty, our third opponent. We'll see, let's go first again. Let's go first. I like this opening hand. This is a nice opening hand. We'll start with our Hysteric Sign, just to get that to go. An Elegant Egotist, very nice. We've got our Harpy's Featherstorm, so should be good in the hood. We'll summon our Chandler. Go ahead and use Chandler, get rid of Harpist, who you want to dump more often than not. And let's go for other things. Let's see here. Let's get Perfumer. Because Perfumer will get us more stuff. That cool. Get us another Elegant Egotist. Or we can get a Hunting Ground. Difficult decision that. Just in case, I'm going to get the field spell. Just in case we need it. Don't know if we'll need it, but I'm going to get it just in case. So, we'll just end our turn and see what happens. So let's go ahead, add ourselves another card. If he starts trying to do monster effects, well, he's not going to have a good time, that's for sure. And we'll get ourselves another Perfumer, because this is not a once per turn effect, Elegant Egotist. It's a very old card, so it does not have any sort of restriction on it, other than having a Harpy on the field. So, up against Sharks. I do like Sharks, although nowadays they're just like, make Bahamut Shark sort of thing. Oh. He just wants to negate all my stuff and pop all my board. Well, I'm going to say no monster effects for a turn if that's how it's going to be. It's fine. He popped Hysteric Sign like a fool. So now, I'm going to get 3 cards. Let's see. White to meter. Target a fish. Bring it back. Add a monster with the same name. Okay. Well, he still can't use the effect of any of his monsters, so I don't really care about that. Because I've played my Harpy's Featherstorm. Negates all monster effects for 1 whole turn. And then, of course, Hysteric Sign's going to get me more stuff. Let's get Harpist to discard it. Let's get another Storm, just because we want to do that. And we'll get a Queen. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Alright. I think we're going to go for another big Phalanx Piking. I feel like big Phalanx Piking is in order. Because this guy nuked our stuff. That is unforgivable. So let's go ahead and use Chandler. Ditching a card, getting another Harpy out. We'll go for Cyber Harpy, just because. And let's see, what else? What else? Go for Conductor. Very nice. Go for a good old Conducting, and we'll go for Elegant Egotist as well. Summon out another one. And hey, another one. So let's go and go for our Synchro yet again. This card is surprisingly simple to bring out. I mean, I never had any doubts that it was going to be easy to bring out. I'm just saying, it's surprising how awesome it is. Let's go for Phalanx Pike onto our Scratch Clash. And go ahead and bounce this tuna, because I'd like to do more damage. So now I'm going to be at 8,900. 8,900 point Harpy. 9,100 point Harpy. That's why Phalanx Pike's good in this deck, folks. Is because it just makes your Harpies huge. Huge. And my opponent, he's just dead. He's dead. He surrenders right at the last second. But there you go. That's what Harpies do. Now, they swarm a bit, set up the graveyard, hit for big damage, always run Phalanx Pike. Maybe not always, but 9 times out of 10, run Phalanx Pike. Okay. 4th duel incoming. Alrighty, final opponent of the day, duel numero cuatro. It's been a good day for Harpy so far. Let's see if we can end it with a bang. Let's go first. And opening hand is good. It's a nice opening hand. It's not perfect or anything, but it's a good opening hand. We'll get ourselves our Elegant Egotist. And I'll save Harpy Queen for now. Might need that in future. But for now, we'll go for our good old Cyber Harpy. And it's so surprisingly easy to summon this dang card. It's crazy. Although I could go for a Conductor as well, but right now I'd rather have bigger numbers. So we got our Scratch Cash, and we'll just end our turn. Make them think that's all we've got. That's the key power of Harpy's Featherstorm. You can activate it from your hand. So your opponent doesn't know about this. You know, so they'll start doing their things, and then they'll throw Featherstorm on them. And then they're like, oh, I can't do any monster effects for this turn. Shoot. Okay, so we're up against Magical Muskets. Okay, that's going to be an annoying thing, not going to lie. Alright, Magical Musket. Alright, well, I'm going to be like, bounce this. Yep. So I'm just going to bounce his Casper, so Casper shouldn't go off, I think. Granted, he can just summon Casper back, obviously, but you know how that goes. So, if he's going to be negating my stuff, or blowing up my stuff, whatever, I might as well negate Casper, or at least attempt to. That way, at the very least, he won't get more stuff. I think that would be a good idea if I stop my Magical Musket opponent from getting more stuff. Alright. So all this does is stop me from playing a Monster Zone for 1 turn. Weak. Very weak. Alright, let's go for Harpy's Queen now. And we'll go for... I really wish I had my field spell to pop this, because I don't know what it is. That's the thing. Kind of wish I had that, but I don't. So let's go ahead for Cyber Harpy. And... yeah, we'll just keep summoning out Scratch Clash as often as possible. Be like, hello, here I am again. Here I am, yet again, playing Phalanx Pike. We'll see. Because he probably has that, Despacito. Okay, fine, but I'm bouncing you, Casper. Okay? I will continue to bounce your Casper until the cows go home. That's just how it is. So no benefits from that Casper for you. Gosh darn it, I was gonna have a monster that was gonna be huge. And why the heck are you in my hand, Apex Evian? You're a Garnet. You're not supposed to be in my hand. You're supposed to be in the deck. You'll be in the deck until I go for some more. Okay? That's how this works. Magic Musket. Such an obnoxious archetype. Just because they can play spell traps on the hand, period. Me, only have one card that does this. Him, he has the entire lot. Luckily, he doesn't seem to have too many spell traps thanks to me negating him, bouncing Casper. Didn't really negate too much. Okay, so now what I need is a Harpy. Any old Harpy will do. Because I just need to kill Casper. I need to kill him dead. Alright, well that's not the ideal Harpy, but it'll do. I mean, I did just ask for any old Harpy, and Harpy Dancer is any old Harpy. So let's get rid of Casper before he gets to benefit off of it. And now I just need any old other Harpy in order to get rid of Kid the Brave. Mr. Kiddo the Brave. We'll see. It's a bit of a touch-and-go situation we got going on here. My opponent's got more stuff than I do. That's the bad thing. The good thing is, if I could draw like Perfumer would be perfect. Because then I could get my stuff. I could get my Elegant Egotist, get another monster on board, beat over everything. Let's see, add a Magic Musket card from grave to hand, but not a card with the same name as him. Okay. Wait, what is he stealing? He's stealing my stuff. Give me that back. That's not yours. That's my card. You stole my card. That's a dick move, friend. That's a dick move. Although it's also a smarter move, because Scratch Clash is better than your monsters. Objectively. I mean, clearly. Alright. Is that game? I'm gonna get gamed by my own monster, aren't I? Curse you, Magic Muskets! It was the perfect Harpy day, and you just had to have me killed by my own monster. You fiend! You fiendish fiend. Alright, well that's an unfortunate thing indeed. But such is how it goes occasionally. We did not have the stuff to out his stuff, sadly. So let's just go for end screen. I think we've seen more or less what Harpies do. Alright, Phalanx Pike Harpies 2.0. We got 3 wins out of 4. Very nice indeed. I think we showed off pretty much what the Harpies do. Like I said, swarm board, beat into opponents, bounce their stuff, destroy their stuff. It's a pretty simple deck, pretty easy to understand, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching me play it, because I always like playing Harpies. It's a very fun deck to play, because just like, I don't know, there's just something very, very alluring about it. I don't know what it is. I don't know at all. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Smash like if you liked it. Consider subbing if you haven't subbed. Next time, what am I gonna do with? I'm thinking Melodious Divas. Or possibly Red Dragon Arcfiend. One of those two. We'll see how it goes. But until next time, your boy Memphis is signing off. Take care till next time. Y'all have a good one.